clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started.
What's That's your PSN count?
And it'll come out to the 25.
But the name that you have right now, Coach Simp NCAA 25. I know that. I know that's like your PlayStation count. Okay. I was trying to do a party at chat, but I couldn't find your name on there.
Bunch formation for these receivers.
Like you said, it'd be on like this, you could do it in the party.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. Pocket breaking down. That's caught, it's Thomas. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
Second down, he'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Fires to the big fella. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Safe completion on the screen. And the Bulldogs are
Come on.
not before getting the first down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying. what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed behind the line, it's Frazier. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'd hoped to get him in space, create running room, and there just wasn't anything there.
Yeah, I love the 3rd down aggressive, in-your-face defense, not giving you any room to run down the field. Great job by the defense. They saw the throw, the quick pass, reacted to it, got him on the ground for a loss.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to
My God, them balls deep.
you believe in them to complete these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. You want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Now rolling to the left. There he goes. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Lining up in the Wildcat.
Face with tears of joy, face with tears of face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy. I feel like in the la-laws.
Formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Breaks the tackle. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the 1st down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. Was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this 1st drive.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Runs through a tackle.
Can't stop it. Okay, stop it. Hold on now. Okay. It's done now. Just put some of this.
First play of the period, 1st down here. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Smith. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting out down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal.
What was that?
There, it's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains.
Oh, maybe got out of bounds. Oh.
But not in bounds, and it'll be fourth down. They reached into the bag of tricks on third down, and it did not work. And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that
Come on.
down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier.
Hey, hold on, y'all. I'm playing this NCAA Dynasty thing real quick, and I'll be on 2K.
That momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside.
All right, bet.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive.
Should have been a pick.
They stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. QB draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. But you have to find a way to create some hesitation on defense when you're selling the draw play. And they just didn't do it well enough here.
Yeah, it's got to be the
Pick that. Thank you. To the department. To the department.
Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting...
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Gritty. Gritty.
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the turnover. Right away, your offense jogs on the field. You take a shot deep, you hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense, and you saw it right there.
Oh, my gosh.
He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
That mess is silly low.
Hello.
Fires to the right.
Shut up,
Got
man.
him downfield. There he goes down the right side. He's at the touchdown, Georgia.
I don't know why my DB did that. Like,
The band might as well start.
let him go by.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. It bounds through the back of the end zone and made a touchback.
I think because that conference was full or something like that. I can't remember what he said.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Trying to escape and get it himself. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Steps away to find some room.
To the pomade.
Across the 45.
Got it back.
Turning on the Jets. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. And the Gamecocks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Snag in the middle. It's Smith. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to...
Face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy.
You can't stop it, can he, Tony?
Face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy. I feel like in la la. That mess is silly low.
Plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Snap to the back. And you'll race it to touchdown, South Carolina.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week,
YouTube be doing that, Tony.
We're here with an update. Appalachian State is
I was telling Tony to repeat his messages on YouTube streams.
They're not there yet. They're up by 7 over the
Ravens. I'm streaming it.
We'll be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Hand off from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Gets it to him on the screen.
Fumble.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He rifles one deep down the right side.
Good D, good D.
Did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Dang it.
Short completion along the sideline will be enough for the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on
the defense.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass.
Pick that. Turn around and pick it.
This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. Throws to the top.
Oh my! Look, he can't throw. He underthrew him.
And the defense makes
Got lucky.
tackle, but he has
That'd have been a pig.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice...
Come on.
And they're not on the same page there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at half.
Take that. Oh, catch it.
That way to get a hand in there and force the incompletion.
I know wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Throws for the tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Bell. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Scanning the field. It's Stockton.
And that's
might have been a little too hot. He couldn't pull it in inbounds.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly.
Y'all gonna be struggling all their life then.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the defense.
Tap Arthur. The right analog stick. You just tap it.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any
Or click it. Do it. Oh yeah, click it.
He was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come.
Big Dad, thank you. To the pot.
Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, we haven't seen this very much today. A quarterback missing.
Got them safeties deep, man. I can't do nothing.
Right now, he's already thrown 2 TDs. He's in a very, very good rhythm. The defense needed a play.
Dude, I got them safeties deep.
Maybe gain some momentum.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Oh, damn.
Right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the 2nd half. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field.
Oh, wrong button. I didn't know what his icon was. I didn't know what his icon was. Thought he was circle.
On 2nd and a long way to go.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave
There we go.
nothing.
He's loose. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Now, Lenora Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running. We saw the physicality in the big runs like throughout the season, especially against Clemson.
Brother K can't stop it.
But to me, it's the passing game. It's the staying on schedule. It's knowing his answers and making the easy play sometimes. Continue to evolve as a passer with that big, strong body, and you better look out, college football.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is.
Good throw. Good throw. Good throw. Good throw. Good little throw. I thought it'd be a pick.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for a man. It's Sellers.
Got him.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Bell.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He slings it deep.
Give me that. Catch it.
And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better. Right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Makes the tackle right on the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air, it's Sellers. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The Gamecocks trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the stomping has commenced.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UNLV looks like the best show on the Vegas Strip right now. What a dazzling offensive showcase. They're up by 17 over New Mexico State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Yeah.
This will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
He's going up top. Makes the grab on the right. And
Oh, he hurt.
They're on the move all the way to the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it first and 10 just outside the 40. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Got it behind the line. It's Branch. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Looking to throw again.
Oh, I know he's on this.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Knew where he wanted wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it in the middle, it's Branch. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-goal situation from the end.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
The Dogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And the point after is good. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Can't get him to the ground. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Buying some time. Found a little room.
Gotta get out there, 87.
Time just short of the first down. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success.
Going for the big play.
Oh, catch the ball.
They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together.
Ah, it should have been a touchdown.
I really like this call to go for it on fourth down in this area of the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. That's caught. It's Bennett. Oh, he's got some space. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
And the Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. Use the play fake, now to throw.
I knew that was going to be sick.
Pressure is effective.
What about the whole house?
Knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. got a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Goes to the option. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read.
They got dark over here quick.
There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. There he goes. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. Quarterback empties his backfield. They'll run the option. Fights off a defender. Touchdown, South Carolina! And the beatdown has ensued.
And this offense runs the option. They didn't need the option. The quarterback does a great job understanding that what the defense is trying to do. He's got space. He takes it. Why pitch it when I don't have to? Makes the big, long, explosive touchdown play for this offense.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's White. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down.
Oh, catch the ball.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. The sudden change on the... Man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's White. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking for space, it's Frazier. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Fires to the tight end. Oh, out of space. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He has the first and still on his feet. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive.
Is that Jordan?
Some yardage. They've given up some plays. No big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads it left. Pulls it in. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And it's always interesting when you get into this garbage time, and if it really matters or if it doesn't.
See, I want to watch this game anyways.
It matters, but that's a big passing play. They just needed a lot more of those in this football game so they could score some points, because this offense, it was a disappointing day.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here's the snap, looking to throw.
Holding. Dang.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty.
Call ref.
Very happy with
Call ref.
Down by multiple
I decline it. He ain't got faith. I don't got faith in him. He ain't gonna get the first down.
Go for it on 4th down. The 1st down and more. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. 4th down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does, winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. Just keeps slinging it. Caught behind the line. It's Bell. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Second down, they'll go to the air. looking for the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's not afraid to go deep. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in the game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
And the Dogs will come to the line to convert on fourth down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Georgia looking to convert this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a catch, first down, and maybe a lot more. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
South Carolina.
Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Back to throw, it's Nolan. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Timeout called by the offense, a mere 10 seconds to go in the game. And the Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Trying to burn this defensive back. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He wants a big play here late. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them.